Hello, you guys. Today I will be doing a speech, um, about my dad that passed on April 3rd, 2006. Um, he was an awesome father. I hate that God did take him early when I was 10 years old. From my mom. My mom and my dad, they were married. I currently do have a photo of my dad. Um, this right here was when it was me, my sister, my mom, and my dad in the background. I think this was around the holidays. It looks like. Um, but it's only me and my mom that stay in the house. And if you hear some barking, that's my dog Ace that's barking. He's not too happy because I'm outside recording. Um, but my dad, I was a daddy's girl. We used to always go fishing and catch brim, catfish, some of everything, some of every type of fish. You name it, we would catch it. We used to go fishing with his best buds, his besties that he had. They used to go fishing with him as well. Um, Also, how my dad passed away was, um, they were going fishing one night. I wasn't with him that night, but they were going fishing one night, and it was rainy, of course, and him and his buds, they were fishing and having a good time, and the boat hit a stump and it turned the boat over. Um, and later that night, we got a call stating that my dad had passed. Um, we had to stay back, and of course, my aunt came down from out of town to go with my mom, because my mom, she was just so heartbroken. It is heartbroken. And still to this day, I still have a hard time dealing with my dad passing. Um, and it's really going to be sad and probably very emotional on the day that I will be getting married. Because you cannot, by me being a daddy's girl, you cannot never forget the good times that me and my dad had in the past. Um, you can never forget that, and it's deep down in my heart that I still miss my dad. Still to this day, I always ride out there to the um, I always ride out there to his gravesite, and I put flowers, and I do the balloon release. I just do different stuff, because if I had a chance to take back my dad just passing away, I would do everything in my power to do to just have my dad back on earth and actually being able to do stuff. Um, but he was my he was my he was just an amazing father. If I had a problem with anything, I would go to him. And I think what really hurted me the most is actually not being able to pick up the phone and actually call my dad, or actually listening to his voicemail when he didn't pick up the phone. That's what that's what type of memories I still remember, still to this day. I can't actually pick up the phone and call my dad, and say, "Dad, I miss you. I love you." I can tell him that from my heart, and I can tell him that from my heart, and he'll understand. But as far as me physically talking to him face to face, I miss that. I miss going on fish trips. I just miss my dad being in my eyesight. I miss that just dad figure in my life. I really do. But this is a speech that I'm doing about my dad, and I just wanted to encourage someone else. Maybe someone else is dealing with or going through what I went through with losing a parent at 10 years old. You know, imagine your mom just telling you at 10 years old that your dad has passed. You know, that's a hurtful feeling. And yes, it did take me a while to actually learn how to rebuild my life because of my dad had passed away. It took everything in me going to counseling. It took a lot staying out of school, just dealing with that whole situation about my dad being gone and he's not coming back. He's still with me in the spirit, but he's just not coming back. And it was just something that I had to deal with. And I miss it. I miss him still to this day. I miss him. Still to this day. I really do. I really do. But I hope I said some things in my speech that actually is a life changer. Maybe it'll blow some people's mind. Maybe it'll wow some people. But it was a hurtful feeling just losing my dad and just finding how to cope with things or how to deal with your dad, just a parent gone, period. It took a lot. But that's all I had to say. Hope y'all enjoy my speech from Miracle Campbell.